once they've done that tonight, you'll see each driver take 2 heats. You'll see the top 6 in that, as Jimmy was saying, the replacement for the Stars Dash to the World Wheels Pole Shootout. That's now a 5 by 2 lap knockout event. The winner will choose outside or inside pole position, whichever they feel is the most appropriate and the best for them. After that, you'll see the next 8 cars directly seated into the A main from positions 7 through to 14. The remaining 4 cars in your 18-car main event tonight will be brought from the first 4 cars across the line in the B main. Now, I'll keep explaining that as we go throughout the night. But, Jimmy, over the 2 nights, what this means is tonight's points, they only count for half of your championship points. And tomorrow...
On the feature.
That's correct. Now, tomorrow night, the man or the driver of the team that has highest points from tonight will go into tomorrow night with 66 points. So
it's
basically
the equivalent of the time trial.
Fast time, yeah. So it might seem a little bit confusing now, but what you have to remember is they just have to race their backside off all night. Drew Cruck in car number 36 from Queensland.
Round 7
is a major upset.
Oh,
he will
fantastic.
be collecting the kisses in the pits. You can bet on it.
Now, Mark Reuter already to the front of this race. Works the inside. Donny Schatz as he works. Darren Wright around. Darren Maggs in. Drew Cruck in. Donny Schatz keeps the car going. Doesn't want to penalise himself with an engine start. And we have got 3 cars there stopped on the racetrack as we have our first caution on the racetrack, Speedway fans. But a total different mental approach to anybody I've ever seen. I wasn't young enough. I wasn't old enough to appreciate the racing of Bob Tattersall in this. Donny Schatz has got to come out of 3 again.
Now, what they're saying here is who's going to go to the top. Maggs is arguing over which spot he should fill in this order. It looks a little average. Oh, they all managed to get back in the spot. Green flag at the ready, and we are green. And Reuter, Mark Reuter gets away to a very good start as they all jump to the bottom. No surprises there. Dumsey in second. Schatz and Furr will have to duke it out. Into 3 and 4 we go, and the yellows are on.
Due to the restart order. Oops, look at this.
Whoops, Drew Cruck, hold on to it. Oh, he stalled it. Oh, that is not good. South Aussie, Mark Reuter being protested for jumping the start. I'm not going to hang around. 10 laps the journey. Great start. Couldn't ask for any better than that. And again, Reuter gets the whole shot. Max trying to come up the bottom as Cruck works the high side and picks up 2 cars. No, he doesn't. Schatz says, wake up. Here we come off turn 4. Reuter, your leader, from Max. Back to Furr. Back then to Maggs. We go back to Schatz. Darryl Wright, Cruck trying to get around the outside. That's brave as Schatz. Goes by on the bottom and picks up Maggs' spot. Main straightaway, Reuter. Oh, it's going to be a tyre fryer tonight, folks. Track is black. They're going to be working the rubber. Here comes Donny Schatz up behind Furr. Max right behind Reuter. 7 laps to go. 3 down, 7 remaining. Heat number 1. Brought to you by Speedway Racing News and Richmond Heavy Towing. Here comes Donny Schatz on the bottom. Oh, was ever so close with Brad Furr. They are super sideways off the turn. Once again, Schatz trying to come back at Brad Furr. Cruck is up to 5th now. Donny goes up to the wall and nearly tags it. Dumsey, in stark contrast, is right on the bottom. And Mark Reuter doing a good job to hold out, a true racing veteran. Oh, Schatz in the marbles, has gone backwards there. And here comes Maggs. I think Schatz has got a problem. Seen the car was sputtering. Oh, the driveline or something has come right out of the car. Look on the track over there.
Yellow lights on.
I think it's a driveline or something has come right out of that 15. It's on the track, laying on the track there.
Can you believe that?
Oh, I cannot. If we get a shot of it in turn 4, the camera can move over to that final turn 4.
Have you?
No. I think Lee Hanachek might be able to get an update there, but although I wouldn't ask Donny right now. On the bottom, yellows are still on. Yellow lights are still on. Not sure what the problem is there. They've gone green now, so was there some confusion? They are green currently. So Reuter still hanging on. Back in the second spot is Dumsney. In third is Brad Furr. Maggs nearly loses it and almost takes his buddy Drew Cruck with him. 2 to go, and here comes Max. Oh, Dumsney times it beautifully. Goes straight through on the bottom, and look at him open up some ground from there. So that was big time. Max is your leader with 1 lap to travel. Mark Reuter in the second spot, back to Brad Furr. In third is Kruk. Make that fourth is Kruk, and Brad Furr has spun. Brad Furr has spun. Look at the wheelie. Oh, you are joking. Max Dumsney gets the win. Second is Mark Reuter. Third is Drew Kruk. Fourth is Darren Maggs. Fifth somehow is Brad Furr. Back then to Darryl Wright. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed that wheelie, how about a round of applause for Brad Furr?
Pace car off the circuit now. WRB bringing them around on the inside. Carl Earl on the outside. Phil March already snuck through now, up into position 1, slipped it through on WRB as the orange lights go on. We've just got to watch these guys. Very hard to pick up an orange light in this setting sun. As the mover in this pack was Skip Jackson, he got it all the way up to the front, and Daryl Jensen right up against the pickets. Yellow's on, restart all over again. But early at every available opportunity, because the field is quality with the amount of Americans and Max right up there. I've got to tell you, this is awesome stuff as we get set for the restart. Heat 2 coming around now, brought to you by Richmond Towing. WRB, Carl Endell, I thought maybe didn't go with him. Cut it to the inside. Phil March now works his way through. Up into second place, Skip Jackson, also yellow lights on this time. WRB coming around as second caution. WRB is going to the rear,
Skip
and
Jackson.
the front axle out of the car.
Yes, he has. That is going to be the end of the heat race for Skip Jackson. He has ridden over a wheel, and something in that left front suspension component has been torn out. And
yes, Wade, down here on the trackside, I can tell you that we've got a broken shocker pin for Skip Jackson, and also the radius rod, the torsion bar rod has gone underneath the axle, so we'll just about put the end to Skip Jackson's run here in this heat race.
Start one more, Heat 2, Richmond Towing, as Phil March very cautiously brings them to the white line. We got a green. Jump the car to the front through turn 1 now. Phil March works the inside of the racetrack. Carl Lindell dropped it down. Now we've got a row of traffic. Tony Bartlett, Wayne Bunker, here comes Trevor Green. Darren Jensen, Ray Bartlett at the back of the field. Lights green, lap 1 down. Phil March, our race leader. Carl Lindell, Tony Bartlett, and now Trevor Green putting the work on Tony Bartlett. Threw it sideways through turn 1 did. Trevor Green now, all cars settle down the back straightaway. Our race leader by the length of the straightaway already in a couple of laps. Phil March over Carl Endell, who was banked up behind him. Tony Bartlett, Trevor Green, Darren Jensen, WRB way back is Ray Bartlett. Let's look at Phil March now on to the front straightaway out of turn 4. Sensational drive on a loose racetrack. Not afraid to get the hammer down. Works the inside of the racetrack. A very cautious Phil March through the turn, but boy, steps on it big time in the straightaway. But straight away one more time for Phil March. The number 3 Les March Autos car's just sitting perfectly on the racetrack. This guy is going good. Already he's a length of the straightaway lead over Carl Endell. Looking at his first lap car was Ray Bartlett. There is a test here for Phil March. When he drives up to, now's decision time for Phil March as he drives up onto the back of Ray Bartlett. Upstairs, downstairs. Interesting opportunity. Still the racing order is unchanged behind our race leader. Carl Endell, Tony Bartlett, Trevor Green, Darren Jensen, WRB. Now Phil March just plots it on the outside of Ray Bartlett, who gives him racing room. Phil March just a little tentative in the loose stuff. Fires it down the back straight away. Just looking for a very cautious way. Nothing wrong with this drive.
What's he going to do?
He's got plenty of room. Shoves him out of the road on the inside. I call that a fair pass on a loose racetrack.
Fair bump, play on.
Fair bump, play on, exactly. Phil March now onto the front straight away. And I've got to tell you, doing well, driving a very heady race, knows he's got to work his way through. 2 laps left remaining in this 10-lap heat race. Phil March now onto the back straight away. Setting sun about to hit him right in the eyes through 3. We are coming up now, 1 left remaining for Phil March as he's on the front straight away, working the racetrack very solidly, consistently, and I would say slowly, to make sure he resurrects this win. He doesn't need to lose this race. He's only half from home. Phil March now out of turn 4, little sideways mid-corner, fired down, take the checkered flag. Second heat race winner, Phil March, over Carl Endell, Tony Bartlett. Unfortunately, Trevor Green running back in 4th, unable to do anything. Psychic stuff.
Yes, just because you're cousins, or they say sometimes motor oil is thicker than blood. On this occasion, that could be the case. Shirley's running down very low on the track there. Not sure what he's aiming for... Yeah, they are messing around a bit, these two. Getting set for a start, ladies and gentlemen. Third and final heat race in this bracket. Proudly brought to you by NASA, Australian Speedway Racing, and we're green. Perfect start. They're 3 wide back in the field here. Brooke Tatnell squeezed between Monty and Disbury. Disbury gets it a bit sideways. Bell and Danny Smith trying to come through. Your leader is Andrew Shirley. Second place is Cameron Gessner. Third is Daryl Downing in that 97. Back to Brooke Tatnell. Luch Monty. We go back then to Stephen Bell. Danny Smith and Darren Disbury. 2 down, 8 to go. Speedway City, South Australia for round 7 of World Series Sprint Cars. We're live audio on sprintcarworld.com.au as Gessner hauls himself up behind the race leader Andrew Shirley. Brooke Tatnell starting to work over big time. The back of the number 97 of Downing, and here comes Cameron Gessner. Look at the way he's got that main wing set well back on the 68. Monty and Danny Smith having their own battle. Smith trying to get by the West Aussie as they head down into turn 1 and 2. Once more, Gessner trying to come back as Smith gets a bit ragged off turn 2. Downing back in the third spot. Shirley still your leader, albeit narrowly. Good drive from DD, back in third. Brooke Tatnell in fourth, back to Bell in fifth. Monty in sixth, Danny Smith going on the bottom. Danny Smith, oh, good drive from Monty. I thought Danny Smith was going to be able to intimidate him. It didn't happen. We have 3 laps left in the books for Heat 3. And Andrew Shirley getting better as this one goes on. Danny Smith has thrown everything at our leader. Gessner backs up a little bit there, gets the right rear smoking up. Out of turn 4 with only 2 to go. Shirley getting stronger as Brooke has a real... Oh, Monty has gone around that 17. He sticks it in the wall, and that'll bring us back to a restart. So Luch Monty, who I thought was doing a fabulous job not to be intimidated by Danny Smith. Smith was putting the nose in there, trying to shift him up off the good line. And to that point, Monty was resilient. He's a really interesting character, Luch Monty. He's a market gardener from Wanneroo in Western Australia. He and co-owner of the team, Jeff Grubischer, have put together an amazing...
Hydraulically with...
I don't think he wants to mess with it. He's doing such a good job right now. He goes to the bottom. Watch Brooke Tatnell on the outside. Here comes the shell helix of Brooke Tatnell now on the outside. Will he do it again? That's the big question. There's 2 laps to go. Oh, Disbury almost spins the number 8. Back in the 4th spot, it's still Downing. Back to Bell and Danny Smith. Checkered flag coming out. Andrew Shirley, a solid job at the moment. In second, it's Cameron Gessner. In third is Brooke Tatnell now. In fourth is Stephen Bell. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together.
Out of 4, Brian Finley. So let's just have a look at the top 4. Oops, there's someone around Luke in the middle of the group. And the race stays on. Green light on, sensational. Darren Flackman out in front of our race now. The Street Stockers, Holden versus Ford. Street Stocker with the 36 car of Brian Finley up in the 2nd place. Brian Finley in this car, we've got 8 laps to journey in this Street Stocker race. Brian Finley in 2nd. The car in 3rd place looks to be Neil Wesley. Oops, there goes Brian Finley, put it around, slick racetrack. Now the 49 car. Starting out of position through is the 102 car of Steve Chapman. So there's our first 3. Gee, Wesley putting Darren Flatman under a little bit of pressure onto the back straightaway. These Ford versus Holden Street Stock is very interesting because we've got Holden's running 1, 3 and 4 on the racetrack. Neil Wesley in the Salisbury Dismantlers cars giving it a shot in the Falcon. The Falcon a little bit wider on the racetrack. Slowed him down a little bit as he got up in the loose stuff. Still retains his position. Gee, see Darren Flatman throw it in a little early. Had to straighten up, take a second bite at the turn. These guys I know are used to sideways driving, but my way of thinking, keeping the car straight right now on the racetrack is going to be the faster way to go, because you get up that loose stuff, start spinning wheel spinning the car, you're only going to lose ground to the guy coming right behind you if he's down on the solid stuff. Gee, that car of Neil Wesley's running in second position, got plenty of poke. Car running third now, coming under a bit of pressure in the 3 car. That's Steve McDonald, who was putting Steve Chapman under a little bit of pressure. This is where the race is on in earnest now for third, fourth and fifth. There they are. Steve Chapman in the 102 car, right under pressure. We've got someone on the inside, someone giving him a tap. On the inside, Steve McDonald now pulls the pass off. Steve McDonald now up in the third place. Car 3, running 3 on the racetrack. As we've got a car spun onto the infield, that's the 100. Is on the hard stuff. Got a green light still rolling. Cars just cautioning themselves a little bit, expecting the yellow to come on because of the 141 car of Steve Field into the fence down the back straightaway. Whoop, we've got cars going left and right, checkered flag out now. That is the finish of the Street Stocker race won by tonight at Warrnambool. As we're coming down to get a green, this is 10 laps the journey. Callum Worthy fires it on the outside of Joan Miller, who fires back, I might add, the number 7 car of Joan Miller, leading the race. Can you believe this? Callum Worthy, here comes Kim Cottrell already up to third. Chris Bundle tried to slide the car in underneath Jason Sloper, who got a little sideways. Rocky Caruso opting to follow Kim Cottrell, and why wouldn't you? Blunden now up into fourth. Here's the race as Kim Cottrell now on the inside of Callum Worthy. Blunden now forces his way underneath Callum Worthy. As Jason Sloper loops it, the 34 car of Ian Layson just tapped him in the front. Caution on the Speedway in our Super Sedan event now as we go back to a restart. These 2 cars will come off the rear of the field. Joan Miller to lead them on the front straight away. Callum Worthy on the outside. The 28 car of Chris Larrett now. We have a different complexion to the race. Kim Cottrell trying to work his way through on Joan Miller. It's not quite happening. Now it is. Down the back straight away. Blunden tries to sneak his way in there too. Joan Miller gives them racing room. Rocky Caruso works his way through on Joan Miller as well. Look at Blunden, the number 10 car of Chris Blunden and also Kim Cottrell. Here are the 2 hard chargers in the pack. They're through in the 28 car of Chris Larrett now, as so is Rocky Caruso. Works his way on the inside. Now these hard chargers come to the front. Kim Cottrell, Chris Blunden and Rocky Caruso try to chase down the number 42 car of Callum Worthy, who was leading the race. 34 car spins it to the infield and is going to sit there. Callum Worthy still our race left. Oh no, there is Kim Cottrell. Launched himself, rode a wheel and put the car right up there. Tried the outside pass. I've got to tell you, awesome stuff. We're green. London in second place. Works the inside of Callum Worthy, trying to budge his way through there. It's not quite happening for Chris Blunden yet. Rocky Caruso just settles down. Gee whiz, Chris Blunden got a problem here. That car looked at major left-hand lock. Suffered a push through the turn. Anyway, it's cost him plenty of space. Rocky Caruso's through now, chasing down Callum Worthy. Whoop, there it is. Callum Worthy just looped it, now backs it onto the racetrack. Can he get the car going? Yes, he does. No need for a caution. We're still green. Our race leader, Rocky Caruso. Rocky Caruso, who started out of position 7, now leads the race. What's wrong with that? He started 7th, worked his way through. There's that push in the Blunden car again. There is a severe understeer problem with that car when he gets it in the turn. Change the driving tactic. Gee, look at Shane Dryden sideways up against the wall. Way to go, mate. Whoop, there's the 28 car around and gentle kiss. Orange lights come on. Caution on the Speedway in the Super Sedan race at half race distance. So right behind our commentary position now as the Rocky Caruso, number 11 car, gets this race underway. Chris Blunden running in second place in the ex-Kerry McCarthy car. The Jason Sloper car is up to 3. Callum Worthy is now back there somewhere. See, these guys have all got a problem on the entry through turn 3. Rocky Caruso and Chris Blunden. Now the challenge is on for first and second. Rocky Caruso just opened the door a little bit, closed it again on Chris Blunden. Onto the front straight away now. 2 laps left remaining in this Super Sedan race. here at Speedway City. Rocky Caruso leads them down the back straight away. The number 10 car of Chris Blunden. Running in second place, Callum Worthley has rectified third place. Gee, look where Chris Blunden is with you. That's game stuff been right up there. If you're trying to pass Rocky Caruso, it's not going to happen. He's too quick off the turn. And working the outside of the racetrack where it's loose will not work for Chris Blunden. Jacket flag out. Race winner in the Super Sedan's the number 11 car.
Alongside Endell. World Series Sprint Cars round 7. We're green. Oh, Bartlett gets a big wheelie. Right on the outside, Endell plays it beautifully. He's your leader down the back straightaway. Donny Shots on the high line. Look at Donny. Brad Fair on the bottom now. Trevor Green working very hard with Bartlett as Donny Shots makes the outside work. So Shots are here. He comes. Mark Reuter back on the inside. The South Aussie says, I don't care who you are. I want that spot back. Shots comes back on the outside. 2 down, 8 to go, and Carl Endell from Mount Gambier covering himself in glory. Reuter in the second spot comes right up behind him. Here comes Furr on the high line. Shots measuring up his opponent here. Furr back in fourth. Jensen right behind Green. In fact, he gets up in the marbles. Nearly smacks the wall. Here comes Donny Shots. Gets a beautiful run around the outside. That kind of driving makes him one of the top 5 drivers in the world as Mark Reuter takes on Endell. Brad Furr up to 4th spot, trying to make it work for a top 3. Reuter on the giant screen, running back in 2nd now. Endell in 3rd as Furr takes on the Mount Gambier driver. Here comes the Californian up high, and that's San Mina number 2. 4 laps to go. Oh, Furr nearly drilled the wall. He goes to the outside. Track is just starting to get racy. He's starting to get a high line now. Look at Furr. Beautiful pass on the outside, Brad Furr. It's awfully skatey up there. It takes a bit of resolve to stay up there. Trevor Green and Tony Bartlett having their own battles as Shots disappears away. Look at the time, 13:88 this late in the evening. Mark Reuter in 2nd, Brad Furr in 3rd, back in 4th it's Endell, in 5th it's Bartlett. And this is a great scrap for the Miners, but forget about the race lead because out in front and doing it easy is Donny Shots. Checkered flag is out. Long way back to 2nd. That'll go the way of Reuter. 3rd will be Furr. 4th is Endell. Back to Bartlett. Oh, Jensen. Wait till you see the giant screen tomorrow night, folks, when we switch all the camera angles through it. It looks awesome. Here we go, folks. Getting set. Heat number 5. Great start. Andrew Shirley on the outside with Darryl Wright. Mags gets sideways and Dumsney gets through. Cruck goes by as well now. Into turn 3 and 4. Shirley down the bottom. Great drive from Darryl Wright. Stephen Bell comes from very low on the track. Oh no! Everybody out of the way. But the front end has collapsed on that number 28. And what's Drew Cruck up to? He is flying high tonight. 9 laps remaining. Heat number 5 of World Series Sprint Cars. Cruck slides it into 1 and 2. So does Bell. Max losing a bit of ground to Andrew Shirley, then off the turns. Back to main straightaway with 8 laps remaining. Andrew Shirley with a 14-14. Cruck right through the slick. Oh, Drew has spun and can't keep it going. So yellows are on. 8 laps remaining. Oh, Max wanted to go. Shirley held him off nicely. Does anybody want to tempt the high line? She's a little slippery up there. You're going to have to be well and truly in command of your race car if you're going to make it stick. Cruck goes by Monty. Max starting to set up a higher line approach. Downing having a great drive. He goes by Darren Maggs now. Now watch Max coming into turn 1. He's right up on the wall. Shirley got the car a little bit unsettled then and Max is haunting him. Bell back in third. The car is tightening right up. Back in fourth is Downing. In fifth is Mags. Back to Cruck and Monty. Here comes Max. Right behind Shirley. It's the battle of the oil giants. Lucas. The Lucas lead foot against the Valvoline veteran at the moment as they come off 4. Max setting up the high line with 4 laps to go. Shirley hard on the brakes going into 1. Bell trying to haul them both in. Here comes Dumsney back again. The veteran calling on all his years of experience to try and haul in Shirley. Cruck and Mags wheel to wheel and Cruck goes by. 2.5 laps to go. Shirley with a 13.88. Dumsney comes on the bottom again. The brakes are glowing red hot on that number 5 of Dumsney. Sweeps up behind Shirls. Lap and a half to go. What's Max going to do? Is he going to play the percentages? Hell no. Hanging up on the high side, Max. 1 to go. Here he comes. Shirley needs to keep the bottom line working nicely. Here comes Dumsney. Having one last shot on him as they come off turn 4. What a great race. Andrew Shirley will get it just. Max Dumsney gets second. Third will be Stephen Bell. That is a shame for one of the likeable veterans of the game. Here we come, getting set to go green. Gessner was very early on the pedal. Oh, Disbury gets in the side of Jackson and it crunches a wing. Oh, you cannot believe the luck the Australian champion is having. And you'll see a nice shot of Skip's car. Oh, Bunker's coming back out. Hello. We got a restart. Biggest comeback since Lazarus. We're just like, well, hey, I'm coming back. That was very quick. Hopefully it'll stay that way for Arch. Getting set for a start. Nobody wants the outside row. March gets a brilliant start. Well, he's a cagey competitor as Phil March. Look at Brooke Tatnall. Brooke goes by, gets himself to second now. Danny Smith up to 4th. Out of turn 4 we come. They hook a bit of a rut. Back into 1 and 2. March gets the car across the slick. Oh, Disbury's gone and Bunker. Oh, Wayne Bunker. You don't have to be dead to be stiff, do you? He was unfortunately back in the race and got turned around. Wants the most out of this one. Away he goes. What has Brooke Tatnall got for him? The 4-time World Series Sprint Car title holder. Oh, Phil just drives away. Got that car stuck down beautifully. 8 laps to go. Brooke trying to find something that can help him run with his former national champ in both sprint cars and speed cars. Disbury and Bartlett running back in the field, but marching. You can see the tyre starting to get very black. It's starting to blaze up. Gessner gets the car really sideways. Danny Smith goes driving by. So Danny Smith's car is good. It's tightening right up now. And Cameron Gessner going back a little. Phil March. He has got this thing locked down and loaded. Smith trying to get away from Gessner, but that's not happening so far. Brooke still back in the second spot. Gessner coming back at Danny Smith now. So Mildura Crane Hire. Maxwell Engines, number 3 of Phil March. Disbury having a good crack at Bartlett. Oh, March has blown it. He's gone high. He's hit the marbles and Brooke Tatnall has said, why, thank you. March has got problems. Oh, look at the front end. The front end on March's car. The front wheels are pointing in opposite directions. It won't turn. Wow, what atrocious luck. He'll try and keep the car running. Oh, Disbury's gone again. He's been cleaned up by Bartlett this time and he keeps the car going right in front of Brooke Tatnall. 1 lap to go for Brooke. The Shell Helix, number 8. Luck is a fortune. March had trouble with the front end and Brooke coming up now to put a lap down on him. What a difference 3 laps makes. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. Your 4-time World Series champ, Brooke Tatnall, gets the win. Second will be Danny Smith. Third is Cameron Gessner. Back in fourth, I am guessing, is Disbury. Well, you know what they say, it's good to be good, but it's better to be lucky.
And we've got the green from Peter Gunn as they come out of turn number 4. Green in his hands, and there it is. Immediately is the 51 car of Adam Quinn, who jumps immediately into the lead. We've got one very sideways. It looks like the Paul Hayes machine. But he's kept it all together, thank God, and we're still green, but we've got a spinner coming down the back straight. The 53 car of Raymond Headley has gone for a big spin, but now keeps it all together, regains his position at the back of the pack. Race leaders, they come around. The Lonsdale Ricketts, the 51 car of Adam Quinn. And there's the 5 of Sam Brumfield. If memory serves me correctly, Brumfield started from a fair way back in the pack and has already moved his way up into second position. Field fairly spread out, 1 through to 4. They've got a big gap to 5 as well. They come through 3 and 4. Brumfield starting to close on the inside. The 51 of Quinn's, they fly into turn number 1. Of course, these drivers, we've got a spinner coming out of 4. It's the 94 of Paul Hayes. But Autobahn Elizabeth backs it off the racetrack. He'll get it back on track and racing again. But look our race lead, it's been changed because Sam Brumfield has taken over the race lead coming out of turn number 4 for Pro Action Spares. He hasn't been able to do the same. So the white flag is out. And our checker flag is about to be unrolled for a race leader, the number 5 of Sam Brumfield, who takes the win. Second across the line will be the 58 car of Malcolm Chapman. And third across the line we'll have the 61 of Adrian Marshall Sr. The green is on, we're racing in heat number 2 of the Super Sedans Garden Grove Landscaping. It's London who leads the way for Miller Racing, Cooler Cab and Hey Jude Hairdressers. Chris Blunden came back for a couple of drives last year. Spinner there is Jason Sloper. Blunden also a high, wide and handsome. He's just handed over the race lead to Rocky Caruso. So Caruso is your race leader for New Spot Motors, Caruso Crash and Lightning Carts Redback Imports. He is the man on the mission at the moment. He knows his way around this 430 metre clayway. It's Caruso leading the way. Second is Blunden. Then comes the 28 machine of Chris Larrett, followed by the 34 car of Ian Layson. That's your top 4 as they came through last time around. Sloper once again up in that turn 3 and 4 wall. I'd say from where he's sitting, he won't be able to get it out of that one. He's really gone up a little bit too hard there. Lucky not to be collected by the 42 car of Gil Worthley there. Worthley got, as they come out of 4, the revs build. They put the right foot into it, and we're racing again with 7 laps on the counter. Caruso goes immediately to the pole line. And he's trying to keep that car nice and tight. Of course, as we mentioned so many times before this evening, it is not just about putting the foot into it and bury it. It is a case of just trying to keep your right foot just in the throttle, just feel the car around, not let get too many horsepower through those right wheels, and really just try and keep it all together. Have a look at Rocky Caruso, big push coming out of turn number 4. And unfortunately, he's just relinquished the lead. The number 10 of Chris Blunden. So Blunden is your race leader. Caruso, he's just got a handful of trouble there with the number 11 car, really trying to wrestle that thing around. The Jurassic Pontiac not doing quite what it should at the moment. But Chris Blunden, he's just left them all for dead. He's just got that right foot buried into the Miller Racing machine. And now he just coasts around 3 and 4, very sideways. He come out of 4 with 4 laps left on the counter. Now, I should say, as they drop the lap scorers, that's all right. We've got 2 spinners up in turn number 3 and 4. One is the number 9 car of Shane Dryden, and also Callan Worthley involved there as well. The been declared, but that gives you a winner. Put your hands together for the number 10 car of Chris Blunden.
Here we go, folks, getting set for a start. Oh, gonna be a tough one on the officials, and Jensen spins the 75. Yellows come on. We did say about this whether it was going to be a start or a no start. Messing around. Oh, great start in the end. They're green. Brooke Tatnell goes to the bottom and manages to pick up. Oh, Jensen gets the car slip right across the low side. So Brooke Tatnell looking to put Darren Jensen out of position 5 in the A main. 1 lap to go, a 4. Brooke gets a push and Jensen is right there with him. They're hard on it into turn 3 and 4. Here comes Jensen. Back on the bottom, but Brooke Tatnell, everybody. Brooke Tatnell up against Danny Smith. It's going to be a real cagey battle. Great start. Brooke goes to the bottom and gets Smith. Good start as they come down the back straight. Oh! Danny Smith spins and he'll be out. Brooke, look at Brooke messing with his mind a little bit here as they come to the line. It's a good start. And Brooke has got this one. Oh, look at Drew. Oh, he is on it.
Yep.
And he's going to stay on it. And Brooke Tatnell will survive it. Here we go. Brooke creeping forward a little bit. Max going with him. They're green. 2 fine exponents of sprint car racing. Brooke trying to get on the brakes. Dumsey trying to drift wide as they come out of 2. Jimmy, Max got a great start.
Fantastic. Just gassed it so hard. There was the drag into turn 1. I think Brooke's really given it up. He's just running the car sort of not in a competitive manner. He's happy to pull out of 2. Max down the back straight away now. Knows he's going to start 1. Brooke knows he's going to start 2. There it is, Speedway fans. Checkered flag, pole shootout winner. Max Dumpsey, the Victoria 5 car, the Valvoline car over.
Screen. How good is that giant screen?
Fantastic,
I just
isn't
love
it?
it.
Well away this time. Cameron Gesner now out accelerated Darren Maggs down the front straight away. Through turn 1, 2 down the back straight away. Our rolling order on the racetrack is Cameron Gesner, Darren Maggs, Carl Lindor, Luch Body, and coming off the back of the pack, Darryl Downing now rounds out the top 5.
Jimmy, I think it's still pretty damp in some places on this racetrack. It's a little greasy in places.
Yes, it is. It's called Feather Throttle. As Cameron Gesner now has taken to this B main racetrack.
Oh, look at Monty!
It's happening all over the racetrack. Luch Body now has got up into 3rd place.
Look at his brakes already, Jimmy. Have a look at the brakes on the yellow number 17. They are red hot already. Look at that. He's only done 3 laps.
Darren Maggs runs in 2nd, Luch Body 3rd, Carl Lindor 4th, has disposed of Darryl Downing. Back to Darren Disbury, Wayne Bunker, and that is Craig Van der Stel, and at the back, Ray Bartlett. Let's get to the front of this field. It is Cameron Gesner starting to run away from this race.
6 laps to go, made that 5.5, Jimmy, as you said. Gesner looking very smooth indeed. Maggs in the 2nd spot. Great battle breaking out now between Downing and Endell. Only 4 spots available, Jimmy. It's time to get it on.
Cameron Gesner making no mistake at all, getting his stuff together on this racetrack because he's about to lay it out 30, out of position 14. Lapping flag going out to Ray Bartlett now. Where's Cameron Gesner going to work him? He hesitates behind him, looking for an inside run. Not good enough in the A main. You're going to have to work the outside of this racetrack, which Cameron Gesner did through 3, pulls it out of 4, runs down the straightaway. 3 laps left remaining now. Back in 2nd spot, Darren Maggs, Luch Body in 3rd. Running in 4th is Carl Lindor, back in 5th, the 97 car, Darryl Downing.
Disbury in trouble on the infield. They're not sure what the problem is, but Gesner getting stronger. This is good research and development for him late. Oh, look at Downing.
Right through on Endell.
That was very close indeed. Managed to get it with only 2 to go. Make that a lap and a half for Gesner. Maggs going by Bartlett. Monty is in the show if he can hold on, and so is Darryl Downing. 1 to go, Jimmy.
1 to go down the back straight away now. It's Cameron Gesner underneath the Speedway City time for the final time in the B main. Cameron Gesner now through 3, showing speed. Out of 4, reached the checkered flag. He now starts out of 14 in the B main, A main. Hang on, I've got to get this right.
Maggs will be the next one across the line.
Sam Brumfield on the outside of him. Here comes our street stocker. Ford versus Holden race. We're green. The number 49 car of Neil Wesley leads them away. Look at Sam Brumfield in the Commodore. Very, very sideways. Cars going left and right. Malcolm Chapman, Steve McDonald, Darren Flatman, Frank Todd, Adrian Marshall Sr. Here comes the race. Street Stockers now 11 laps the journey. Neil Wesley is blowing them right on his hammer. Sam Brumfield back to the 12 car of Darren Flatman, who has run strongly every time I've seen him, and back to the rest. Sorry about it, guys. Let's have a look at the front. Sam Brumfield sideways in the front straight away out of a Street Stocker. Unbelievable as Neil Wesley now works the inside of the racetrack. Here he comes in the front straight away. The Salisbury Dismantler's car over Sam Brumfield. Darren Flatman also very sideways. The guy who has made up the ground there, the 58 car, that is Malcolm Chapman on the inside. Got him around sideways, sorts it out, straightens it out, back straight away. Can we get Darren Flatman out of the road of the rest and we'll stay green? Orange just come on. The Commodore, Sam Brumfield. Darren Flatman runs in third. It's our first three now. We're green on the racetrack. We've got it happening. Here come the guys. Here comes Sam Brumfield inside of Neil Westbury. Forget him, he's gonzo. Sam Brumfield out the front of the race now. Sam Brumfield in that Commodore, the VN Commodore, has just run it past Neil Wesley, who won both the heat races earlier. Sam Brumfield, our new race leader in the VN Commodore, bounces out of turn, what's that, 2? Down the back straight away now. The Street Stockers confused. Neil Wesley runs position 2 right behind him. Darren Flatman runs in 3. So we've got 2 Commodores and 2 Falcons. The number 9 car now runs in 4th. That's Matt Crimmins. Matt Crimmins started position 10. Won't affect the race though. Here comes Sam Brumfield out of turn 4. Grease the checkered flag. Race winner, Street Stock race. Holden versus Ford. That Commodore victorious over Neil Westbury. Matt Crimmins in third. Oops.
World Series Sprint Cars, in conjunction with NASA Australian Speedway Racing, bring you round 7's preliminary main event. And out they come. Kruk coming up to the front. He's a very happy man to be starting that close up the order. And here they come, getting set to stack them up.
To the main event. Let's get ready to rumble!
Well, ladies and gentlemen, why don't you put your hands together for your preliminary main event field here at Speedway City for round 7 of the main event World Series Sprint Cars. Everybody up in turn 1 and 2, let's see your hands in the air and let these guys know you appreciate the effort they're making and the money that they must be spending to go racing. Come on, everyone down the back straight away. Let's see you. 30 laps. Oh, Max and Brooke on the front row, and Brooke is starved for a main event win. Even if it's a preliminary, it'll go towards paying the bills. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are green. Very good start. Duffy goes high. Danny Smith comes on the bottom. And Brooke Tatnall checks out in front. Look at Phil March. Oh, down the back straight away. Darren Maggs keeps it going. But Luge Monty has towed the front end out. Luge Monty is off the circuit. And Darren Maggs in trouble as well as the yellows come on. Oh, Luge Monty had nowhere to go. And look at Carl Endell sitting on the infield. Do I get a start? Do I get a start? Well, Monty is out of the car already. He is not happy, and it was such a bad luck deal for him. He came into turn 3, and Maggs was pointing in the opposite direction. I know tonight we got some Drew Kruk fans. He is on fire, the Krukmeister. Watch for Danny Smith, shrewd talent. And a veteran who knows how to get around the tracks as they start to dry off. Darren Jensen, great job for DJ inside third row. And watch for Furr, he has been lightning in the last few rounds. Bell and March on the 4th row. Back in the 5th row to Reuter and Shots, the lookalike yellow cars. Here we come, folks, to the line once more, and Brooke again just gets the ascendancy. Down on the bottom side comes Max. They all get out of turn 2. Look at Bell and Phil March on the outside. March steps it up high. has to go for something. Back into third spot, it's Cruck. Jensen running 3 wide as Bell starts to come forward. Phil March down the bottom, Jackson on the inside of Trevor Green. Brooke is your leader. Look at Shots, trying to go by Phil March. March covers his line, and Shots forced to reassess his options. Stephen Bell coming forward in that number 6. Shots up really high. It didn't work then. He's going to have to try something different, I think. Track is not quite coming to him yet, but I get the feeling it will. There are 26 laps to go for Brooke Tatnall. As Jimmy Shone said earlier, lap trapping is going to be where it's all at. 5 down, 25 to go, Jimmy, and Brooke is coming to the traffic.
Out of the front straight away, Brooke Tatnall now starting to look at the tail end as Wade said. Max right with him. Max has not let him get away. We're nearly the length of the straightaway back to Drew Cruck. Danny Smith, Brad Furr, Phil March and Darren Jensen fighting it out. Donny Shots not going forward on the racetrack yet. Now Brooke Tatnall is right onto the tail of the lap traffic. As we follow him through now, he's got to make a move on these guys because the pressure's coming from behind fast as. Brooke now off to the inside of Carl Endell, who gives him racing room. As Darren Maggs knows he's there. Max is through on Carl Endell as well down the back straight away now. Brooke Tatnall is starting to weave his way through. He's through on position 18. Here's 17, Darren Maggs. Brooke's got to make a decision. Which way is he going to go around Darren Maggs? Darren Maggs opens the door, gives him racing room. And we've got an incident now. Danny Smith and Brad Furr together. They are wheel to wheel, wing to wing down the back straight away. Sensational stuff. Danny Smith now trying to move forward. Brad Furr all over the back of him, working the outside of the racetrack, and Max was on the inside of Brooke Tatnall as Brooke is now looking at Darryl Downing. So we've got 2 races. We've got a race right at the front for first and second, then we've got a race back for fourth and fifth. Sensational stuff. We are now 10 down, 20 to go.
Looking further back in the order, Skip Jackson having a huge ding-dong battle. Look at Brad Furr and Danny Smith. What a race! And here comes Donny Shots on the outside of Phil March. Oh, Shots! How good was that? Straight around the outside of March. Down the back straight away. The man cometh. Donny Shots starting to come forward. Max haunting Brooke Tatnall. He is right behind him now. They come up on Downing. Drew Cruck is right there. Drew Cruck is standing up in his saddle tonight. He wants to be counted. Here comes Furr. Shots and Smith running together. They're back in about 4th, 5th and 6th place together. 16 to go this next time by. Skip Jackson trying to get Trevor Green. Brooke getting a bit of an opening in the traffic now. He's got the cousins up ahead in Andrew Shirley and Cameron Gessner. He's going to put him a lap down. Look at Furr. High side of the racetrack is starting to come good now. 15 to go and what a battle.
Max Dumpsey all over the tail of Brooke Tatnall. Max has not let him get away an inch. The rear brake of Drew Cruck's glowing red hot. But now Brad Furr is through into the 4th position as now Max and Brooke Tatnall fight it out. We've got Drew Cruck 3rd, Brad 4th, we're on 4th, Danny Smith 5th, and Shots now is right on Danny Smith. Has Shots come through this field? He is trying to work over now Danny Smith. I can't believe Shots going as quick as what he is already. The racetrack's starting to come to him. We're 3 wide. Look at this, Darryl Downing. Danny Smith on the outside, Shots through on the inside.
Oh, no!
Danny Smith is head coming together with Darryl Downing and cannot push him out of the road.
Oh, Danny Smith cannot believe his bad luck. That is just so unfair. Danny Smith has had so much bad luck. He was holding on to a certain top 4 there. And, oh, the frustration as Smith looks to climb out and check the damage.
Major bonus. He might get on the tail enders.
I think he will.
In sort of 10 laps?
Yeah, I think he will.
Which means you'll have a couple in lap traffic as they run down to the checkered flag.
Yes.
Still got a caution on the Speedway. Orange light still flashing. Now Brad Furr and Donny Shots have got to get up onto the tail of these.
18 remaining, folks. Here we go. Getting set for a start. The preliminary main event. Brooke leads away. Furr coming after Drew Cruck now. Oh, Brad Furr sets it up on the outside. March in trouble. He keeps going. And Brad Furr and Donny Schott swamping Drew Crock now. And Brooke has gotten away. He's opened up quite an advantage. Furr is going to the top side of that number 2. Here comes the California kid. Look at him up on that high side. Max hooks the rut right through the middle. And Brooke has opened up a bit of a buffer. Look at Furr go back to the high side. There's 11, make that 10 laps to go. Shots in trouble. Goes off the circuit. 10 to go.
Brooke Tutnell, our race leader, now really starting to put pressure on. Has opened the gap up over Max Dumsney. Furr right on Dumsney. Here comes Brad Furr now. All over the tail tag of Max Dumsney. Back to Brad Furr. Then Drew Crock. Donny Schott sort of not in the picture at this stage of challenging for the race. But Brooks run away. Max is sitting in second. Brad Furr is working over Max Dumsney and working him over well. Donny Schott now is starting to work over Drew Crock coming forward in the race. Brooke Tutnell, our race leader now, starting to look on the tail of Carl Endell and also Darren Banks. So he is going to get into lap traffic. We're now 7 from home. Brooke Tutnell on the inside of Carl Endell, who gives him racing room. Out of turn 2, back straight away the action. Brooke Tutnell, Max Dumsney, Brad Furr, our racing order. Drew Crock, Donny Schott, Darren Jensen, Mark Reuter, Phil March, Trevor Green, Skip Jackson. Is how we're racing at this stage. Onto the front straight away though. Now Donny Schott still trying to get through on Drew Crock as we've got to move on down the back straight away. Max Dumsney onto the tail of Brooke Tutnell now. He's driven right up onto the tail of Brooke Tutnell. Is Max closing in on this last few laps? I've got to tell you, this is a sensational race. Brad Furr not letting him out of sight either. Darren Bags, the lap car mixed up in there. We're at half race distance now with 5 down, 5 to go.
Well, Dumsney closing in once more. They put a lap down on Bartlett. Brooks squeezes to the outside. He can't make it. Here comes Brad Furr. Brad Furr on the high line. Going after Max. Brad Furr is going to pass Max. Can't make it stick on the outside. Now he comes back. Oh, 3 wide, and Furr! Brad Furr goes by Max Dumsney! What unbelievable racing! Here comes the number 2 San Mina car. There's only 2 laps to go. This is unbelievable stuff. Now Max comes back. Brooke is slowing. There is black rubber all over the tail of Tatnell's car. Dumsney, wheel to wheel, he gets Furr back. Shots on the high line, going after Crock. And Brad Furr back on the outside of Max. Checkered flag at the ready. Ladies and gentlemen, Brooke Tutnell will win the preliminary main event, and second will be Max Dumsney. Third is Furr. Fourth is Shots. Fifth is Crock. Back then to Phil March. Oh, Darren Jensen nearly banged the wall. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you've enjoyed what you've seen, why don't you put your hands together for these amazing men and their flying machines. Unbelievable. Great stuff. How about that Brad Furr drive? Good stuff, isn't it?
How many races were they side by side? Brad Furr on the outside, Max on the inside. Brad Furr made the pass stick, and then Max got him back.
And you know what? It's 10 grand to win tomorrow night.
Shows they can do it as we cross downstairs on the World Series presentation area. Wait on, Joe.
Well, thank you very much, Jimmy. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've enjoyed tonight's show, would you please put your hands together for these amazing guys? What a race. Well, ladies and gentlemen, he comes from California and he is on fire at the moment. Please put your hands together. What a drive. Brad Furr, everybody. Man, you were coming on.
Well, I'd seen them guys start to get hold up in lap traffic. I knew it was then or never, and the checkered flag came a little too soon.
Car was working really nice for you up high.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Wasn't too many people up there, so I had it all to myself. So I just tried to do what I could. But these guys, they're the best in Australia, and it's just a good time racing with them.
Your dad's here tonight, mate. That's got to be a good result for you with your dad here.
Yeah, oh yeah. You know, I was just happy that he could get to come over as long as he has, and I hope he has a good time.
See you tomorrow night for 10 grand.
Yeah, we'll be here.
Brad Furr, everybody, what a drive. And how about this bloke, too? You can stay up here if you like. Second place tonight Max Dumsney, everybody. You can get a kiss if you like and get all the good parts. Congratulations, Max. An excellent drive. What a race.
Yeah, it was pretty close there for a while. Brooke and I were having a pretty good tice, and then after that stoppage, Brooke got away for a little bit, and then like on this bloke, I don't know where he came from, but he would come up here and give us a bit of a threat, and it was a good race for the last few laps. And just like to thank all sponsors, Valvoline, G-Car Transport, Made Earth Moving, all the guys in True do a great job, and thanks a lot to Brad and everybody else in the field. They've done a great job.
Top 3 again, Max. What a year.
Yeah, it's been good.
You don't want me to talk about it, do you?
No, I'm happy.
I'll just shut up now. 10 grand tomorrow night. Ladies and gentlemen, your preliminary main event winner, driving the Shell Helix, number 8, Brooke Tatnall. There's the Champers. Thank goodness for that.
Yeah, I was waiting for Gremlin number whatever it was to come and bite me in the backside, but no, we had a good race car tonight. I don't know how. Our crew chief's at home, but we got some local boys helping us tonight, and Kevy does a real good job. And I just can't say enough about the Shell Helix team with Dad and Uncle Joe. We've had our ups and downs, and we can be fast, but haven't been able to finish. So tonight was nice.
Be nice to bag some money tomorrow night.
Oh yeah, it'd be nice just to be able to pay some tyre bills and bits and pieces. But right now, it's not about money; it's about pride and prestige. And tomorrow night, the money will definitely help. But we still want to be up there in contention for this championship. Max is making it damn tough for us, but would as good as and should as can happen to everyone. So we'll just keep fighting away, save some face, and hopefully we'll put on a great show for the race fans.
Before you go, Jimmy, if you could just get track number 2 ready on the World Series CD for the respective anthem. Book tomorrow night's a totally different set of circumstances, but you've got to be feeling a bit more confident.
Yeah, I hope the results are the same, and I'll feel real confident. But yeah, I think we'll come back tomorrow night. They'll tear it up overnight, and I think there's a fair amount of moisture underneath, just with the weather conditions the way they were. They're a little unpredictable. So if it gets a little bit of moisture back into it, and especially up around a little bit higher where it doesn't get so crumbly, so you got 2 and 3 lanes. But from what I hear, Brad was working up there, so maybe we just need to go home and read the instruction manual a little better.
Ready to go green. Rocky Caruso, Chris Blunden across the front. Rocky Caruso got the car out nice and fast over Chris Blunden. Callum Worthley sits in 3rd. Chris Larrett still works the outside of Jason Sloper. In through 3 now. Rocky Caruso bounces the car. You can see a rut forming right there in turn 4. The number 11 car of Rocky Caruso. Running very, very strongly. Over Chris Blunden, Callum Worthley, Jason Sloper. Gee, Andrew Leach is starting to work his way through the pack. He's through on 3 cars already. Take nothing away from Rocky Caruso, but this car is fast. Andrew Leach, somebody I haven't seen before, is starting to perform very strongly.
Yes, for someone performing even stronger at the moment, Jimmy's the number 11 car out there in front of Rocky Caruso. Is out in front there, of course, Chris Blunden. Through company in 2nd place. These two have had a stronghold on the 1-2 tonight, Jimmy. They've really picked up the pace and shown them all how it's done on the 430-metre clayway.
See that car of Andrew Leach's? Is that the ex-Peter Drew car?
Where are we here? The Andrew Leach 34 car here?
69
car. It looks very similar to it there.
And it's driving very similar to it too.
I'll check that as it in the pit area later on, speaking with Peter Lowe, who is actually the crew chief for Peter Drew in his year. Peter Lowe now is spinning the spanners on the number 10 car that Chris Blunden is now driving. So Lowe Racing chassis. It's on an AmCar chassis as well, Jimmy, that we see Michael Miller running around in, and also Alex Petts, who we've seen out here the AmCars. We'll see them both tomorrow night, AmCars and junior sedans in the support classes. Pluto City Counter for the Super Sedan feature here this evening, brought to you by Garden Grove. But have a look at this lap traffic coming into play here, because Caruso is being held up slightly. Blunden, can he go the high line and take the glory? He looks to it down the back straightaway. The lap traffic still coming into play. 2 laps left on the Speedway City counter. White flag is out this time around for Caruso on Blunden. They come fly down the main straightaway. Hook it into turn number 1. Blunden around that mid-track. Got a little bit sideways coming out. He'll try for the drive coming through turn number 2. Onto the back chute he flies. Looks about mid-track. Donny Shott's done it earlier in the night. Can Blunden do it in the feature race? Unfortunately not. They're all out of shape. Oh, trouble early. And Blunden has spun right on the line. He hit the back of the number 11 car of Caruso, who got all out of shape coming out of 4. Blunden had nowhere to go. Hit Caruso and spun as he went across the line. I'll tell you what, if tonight's action is anything to go by, we're in for some crackerjack racing. See you all here.
Also, on your way out as you go down to the pits, ladies and gentlemen, just beside the pit gate, don't forget Star T-shirts. Have a great range of T-shirts on sale, American T-shirts, Australian T-shirts, cap stickers, model cars, etc. And also on the sport special rack, T-shirts $10 each or 3 for $25, caps for $10. And also don't forget, Speedway fans, March 14th, 15th and 16th, the NASA Australian Speed Car title, the Australian Championship, right here at Speedway City.
Everybody's clear. I think we're set to go racing. Bad luck for Skip Jackson's car. Symphony on the track, about to signal them one more lap. Danny Smith starts inside third row from Danville in Indiana, where it is currently snowing. I think today's weather makes a nice change for him. Max Dumsney, a father of 4 from Nelson in New South Wales. Looking good for a start. We're green. Everybody into 1 and 2. We are 3 wide down the back straightaway. Bill March in the third spot. Here comes Danny Smith and Max Dumsney on the outside. Yellow's on. Right. And Downing, 2 South Aussies on the front row. We're green. Phil March trying to get up the outside. Here comes Phil March. Dumsney down the bottom side as they go into 3. Right goes high. Here comes Danny Smith now. Brad Burr. God, Darryl Wright's got a problem. Oh, Max Dumsney. Dumsney turns the number 7 around. Up to 4th. Danny Smith in 3rd. Lights are out. Downing about to lead away as we come to the main straight. We're green. Oh, Phil March got a great start then. Dumsney running the bottom side on right. Into turn 3 and 4 we go. Danny Smith trying to run the bottom. Bill March starting to get away. Here comes Max back on the bottom. Dumsney and Max going really hard further back in the order. That's the battle that we're watching on a giant screen. Darryl Downing looking pretty impressive. There is Danny Smith. Trouble for Wright again, that 28. Dumsney down the bottom. Still running hard with Darren Maggs. Oh, he tried the inside line. It was no good to him. Track looks a lot more moist than last night. As a result, feature race is going to be a real gas it up tile track. 4 laps to go for Phil March. Max down on the bottom with Mags, still can't get by. One of those motors sounds like it's really going off to either the 7 or the 5. They come out of turn 4, Dumsey right behind Darren Maggs. I think it's Maggs' car that sounds a bit ill. And there is Brad Burr on screen running in 4th. Checkered flag is only a lap away now for Phil March in car number 3. As he comes off turn 4. Still, Dumsey can't work his way by Maggs. Here he comes up the inside. Checkered flag at the ready. Come on, Speedway City, put your hands together for Phil March. He'll take it from Daryl Downing. 3rd will be Danny Smith. 4th will be Brad Burr. 5th is Darren Maggs.
Very good even start across the front line. Car still too wide through 1 and 2. Endell, the leader of the race, being challenged now in the back straight away by Trevor Green. Cameron Gesner already up in a 3rd. Here comes Donny Schatz up in a 4th. Brooke Tattle up in a 5th. The rear enders are coming through the pack. Front straight away, Carl Endell, Trevor Green, Cameron Gesner now. Race starting to settle down. Single row. Down the back straight away, racing order unchanged. But hard charging now. The race is on for 3rd, 4th and 5th. That is Cameron Gesner, Donny Schatz and also Brooke Tattle. Stephen Bell now back behind. The car on the exit of turn 2 behind Brooke Tattle. But our race leader still Carl Endell in the white number 11 South Australia car onto the front straight away. Racing order unchanged. Trevor Green sitting right on the tail on the exit of turn 2 of Carl Endell. Sitting back just waiting for the pass, and here it is on the entry through 3. Trevor Green slipped the nose up, showed it to Carl Endell. They come up 4. Endell in front of Green, being challenged by Green all the way. The number 4 Rat Radiator's car extremely fast on the exit of the turn. Down the back straight away, the Field Thunder now. Through 3 out of 4, it's still Carl Endell. Racing order unchanged. Trevor Green, Cameron Gesner, Donny Schatz, Brooke Tattle, and also Stephen Bell. Oh, Brooke Tattle just fired one through on Donny Schatz down the back straight away. Brooke Tattle now up into 4th. In front of him now the 68 car of Cameron Gesner. As we roll it down the back straight away. Nothing much has changed. We are out on the front straight away, only 3 laps left remaining in our 10-lap heat journey for Carl Endell, who's really starting to run away with his race. Trevor Green, I think, is quite content to sit in place. He hasn't got an answer to Carl Endell. Out of 4, front straight away, the race leader. Followed by Trevor Green, Cameron Gesner, Brooke Tattle, Donny Schatz, Stephen Bell. Great race by Carl Endell. Trevor Green's just sitting on the tail, not really doing much about it now. They exit turn 4, white flag. 1 lap left remaining in this heat race. It's all Carl Endell, but out of 2 down the back straight away. Trevor Green, Cameron Gesner. That's where we are at this point in time. Brooke Tattle back in 4th. Donny Schatz in 5th. Out of 4, checkered flag, race winner. Carl Endell in 2nd. The number 11 South Australian car, I should say, in 2nd. The number 4 car of Trevor Green. Running 3rd on the racetrack, Queensland 68, Cameron Gesner.
So Luch Monty in that 17 car, standing up the front row. Bartlett electing to go to the rear. Getting set for a start, and we are green. Oh! Luch Monty and Disbury getting together. Green lights remain on. Good start, say the officials. Luch Monty is your leader out of 4. Mark Reuter together with Drew Clark. Oh, nice wheelie from Bartlett, but it cost him a lot of ground. Gets the 75 car up on its back wheels. Here comes Andrew Shirley on the inside. Drew Clark going forward. Oh, look at Darren Jensen working the bottom side now on Andrew Shirley. Trouble for Bartlett, Ray Bartlett that is. He pulls off the circuit. 6 laps to go this time by the flag stand. Luch Monty doing the job. Bartlett in trouble. Down the bottom side, here comes Drew Clark. Working Darren Jensen over 3 Queenslanders together if you count Shirley. Luch Monty getting away, but look at Drew Clark. He is fired right up. Jensen gets the 75 car right up in his right rear. Luch Monty is your leader. Clark closing right in on Andrew Shirley. Disbury starting to run him down. Look at Drew Crock on the bottom. Wow. Drew Crock is going forward. He's up to 4. 3 laps to go now. Good scrap out in front. Monty is driving away with 2 to go. And Drew Crock having his best result of World Series this season. Through the shadows they run into the brilliant sunshine of turn 3. 1 lap to go for our leader. Drew Crock up to second now. What a drive. Checkered flag at the ready. Put your hands together for the West Aussie. Luch Monty. And how about Drew Crock? 3rd will be Disbury. 4th will be Shirley. 5th will be Reuter. Back to Jensen and...
We look for the green flag. We've got it now. And immediately, once again, it's Tuttle who jumps into the race lead into turn number 1. As he's done on so many occasions this year, he has just bolted away from the pack already. And really set his dominance on this event. We've seen his older brother, Ben Tuttle, come through the junior ranks and now one of the superstars in the street stock division. We saw Speedway City Ferry a few weeks ago, but Shannon Redette very high wide and handsome through turn number 1, and now just still collecting together as Redette, and now he's finally hooked it up and got it all happening here in the 26 red, white and blue machine. 2nd and 3rd occupied by the Brumfields. Unfortunately for Shannon Redette, he's pulled infield, but the checker flag is out for Justin Tuttle. But Greg Engine Reconditioning, he takes the heat win. Dissel. So we'll look for the green this time around with all guns a-blazing in the AM cars. Have a look at Barney Miller on the outside. He does not want to let this lead go. And Ricky Mayolo will try and follow him through as they come out of turn number 2. They roar down the back straight. The cooler cab entry for low racing chassis. On the outside, it's Michael Miller, but Brett Chadwick, very, very high wide of hands in the New Lock South Australian number 2 car. And unfortunately did not come off for the Swordsman North pilot, but he'll be back and looking on that high line yet again, going to the inside of Derek Bean. We've got the restart. 7 laps on the counter here for the AM cars. Heat number 1 on this program. Bet number 6. We're looking at Michael Miller. Already got a 3 car lead gap over the rest of the field. As he flies out of turn number 4. Steve Edson, he's right on his, getting under fire from the 21 of Ricky Mayolo. They come out of turn number 2 now to the entire field. Behind Mayolo, we've got Malotz and Chadwick in the form of Brian Chadwick. The 41 machine. We've got the new look, Brett Chadwick further back in the pack. But have a look at the flying pace of Michael Miller out in front. Nice looking bright yellow and purple machine. Certainly a different car to look at, but unfortunately over the 3 car, Peter Edson, his car looks a lot different to look at now because he's just buried it out of the turn 2 wall. So Edson, yellows are on now, blue hair, as the Michael Miller leads the way in the Sam cars. As the AM cars make their way into turn number 3. Miller leads the way, Edson for second. Mayolo struggling with that flat left front tyre. It's now off the rim, so he's decided to pull up onto the fence and keep out of harm's way there for Smithfield Auto Repairs and also Port Gawler Off-Road Park. As Miller now comes past us one more time. 3 laps left on the counter as he crosses the start-finish line that time around. Michael Miller doing it quite easily out in front. Of course, Father Dennis will be sitting down there in the pit area watching on. Also, crew members Paul Deakin and Davey Jacobs. And the designer of the Low Racing chassis is the one, Peter Lowe, down there as well. Miller has just struck trouble though. Drama for the number 36 entry. He's pulled to a stop down there in turn number 3 and just handed the race lead to Peter Edson. So Edson is your race leader on the South Australian number 3 entry. Have a look at the battle for second race, fans. We've got Verlot and the 2 Chadwick boys. Brian leading the Chadwick battle at the moment in the 41 car. They will be coming up to lap traffic go on the inside of Alex Petch through turn number 4. But it's a 3-way battle for second. The race win will go to the number 3 car of Peter Edson. Second across the line or so, the 48 of Morris Verlot. Third will be the number 2 of Brett Chadwick Verlot.
Getting set for a start. Bunker alongside right wing green. Very good start. Brooke Tandle on the inside. Look at Danny Smith on the high line. Darren Bags on the outside of Brooke as they go into 3 and 4. Brooke Tandle on the bottom. Brad Burr up the inside comes Brooke Tandle. Likewise, Brad Burr. Darryl Wright, check it out. Oh, look at Brooke and Gessner. Wheel to wheel. Great racing for the Miners as Darryl Wright checks out. Bradford down the bottom. Oh, got the car, bit unhooked. Danny Smith coming up behind Mags now on the bottom. Makes the pass. Gessner down low. Oh, Cameron Gessner gets it out of shape and Brooke Tatnell now right behind him. Track is starting it. Very driving. Look at Brooke on the bottom again with Gessner. Great racing in the battle for 4th now. Brooke, oh, how good is that? Wheel to wheel they run. Up on the giant screen, an unbelievable battle between Cameron Gessner and Brooke Tandle. Down on the low side, Brooke once more giving it plenty of racing room. Darryl Wright is checked out. Here comes Brad Burr. Brad Burr on the outside of Brooke Tandle. And now Danny Smith is right there too. Only 2.5 laps to go for Darryl Wright. The battle between the Miners though is on for young and old. Into turn 3 and 4 we go. We haven't even spotted Darryl Wright. He's a long way out in front. There's only 1 lap to go. Checkered flag is a lap away. Bunker in the 2nd spot. Gessner in the 3rd. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Darryl Wright. But what a race for the Miners. Archie Bunker hangs on for 2nd. 3rd is Gessner. 4th is Brooke Tandle. Back to Brad Burr.
Downing now rolling through 3. Field rolling through mid-corner. Darryl Downing to lead them up to the white line now. On the outside of him, Luch Monty, Wag Green. Darryl Downing got away very, very quickly from Luch Monty, who runs in 2nd place. That's Andrew Shirley in 3rd. Lights stay on, we've got a race start. Onto the front straight away for the first time round. Darryl Downing, Luch Monty, Andrew Shirley, Skip Jackson, Phil March, Max Dumpsey, Gary Jensen now. Phil cutting it out in the back straight away. Darryl Downing leads him through turn 3. Out of 4 now, racing order run changed. Max Dumpsey trying to put on up. Sorry, a position down on Phil March, and he does so on the entry through turn 1 out of 2. Max in front of Phil March now, racing up in a 5th position. Darryl Downing out race leader. Luch Monty in 2nd, but had a huge coming together in turn 4 off Skip Jackson and Phil March. Completely knocked the right front corner of the car off Phil March's car. Darryl Downing out race leader. Luch Monty in 2nd, but had a huge coming together. Oh, huge amount of damage to the front axle. I mean, it's all repairable stuff. But that has knocked Phil March out of this race. Skip Jackson out of the car. Having a look at the damage, I don't think he can compete now. However, Skipper's got out on a yellow line. Out now. We're on a start lap. Darryl Downing's call. He can go anywhere on the exit from 4 to the white line. He's rolling mid-corner now. Gee, waits until the white line to go. Darryl Downing bunched the field up. Now he's away. Down the back straight away. Out of 2. Darryl Downing opens the gap up over Luch Monty. Max dumps down the inside of Andrew Shirley through turn 3. Shirley fights him up on the outside. On the front straight away. Shirley regains 3rd position. Max dumps in 4th. Darren Jensen 5th. Skip Jackson backwards going nowhere. onto the front straight away once again. It is all Daryl Downing with 20-car lead over Luke Body, the number 17 car out of Western Australia. Max chipping away all the time on Andrew Shirley. He is in there, he's got the nose in there showing Andrew Shirley the whole way that he's in there. Shirley pitches him off out of the turn on the front straight away and leads it over Max Dunphy now. Daryl Downing rolling through three. Mid-corner, had a little wobble up, got him sideways on the exit, runs it down the straightaway, straighten it up. Luke's Body, Andrew Shirley, and there's Max right on the inside of Andrew Shirley. Max Dunphy now fighting away for third and fourth position here. We have 3 laps left remaining in this race. Daryl Downing on the exit of 2, runs it down the back straight away through 3. That's a lot better entry and exit out of 4 for Daryl Downing. Oh, Luke's Body sideways, pushed the car down onto the front straight away. Unbelievably all over the place, Luke's Body. However, Andrew Shirley now has the superior momentum, rolls the car right up on the outside of Luke's Body, who a lap later has got control of the car. Open the door now, can anyone on the inside get it through? Andrew Shirley is working the inside. Next up, now through on Andrew Shirley, runs the car up into third position. Andrew Shirley fighting back. Luke's Body created that change for Max Dunphy and Andrew Shirley. Checkered flag out, Daryl Downing our winner. Luke's Body in second, Max Dunphy in third. Andrew Shirley fourth, Darren Jensen fifth.
Stuff. Put the hat on your cruet. How's it going out there, Darren?
Oh, we're battling along, but we're getting the job done now. Forget about last night, and well, night's another night. We're really going for it tonight.
Tonight's track is a little bit more like you're used to it at Speedway City.
Yeah, it really comes in later in the night normally, so I'm really looking forward to it. Let's hope we get our usual track, because that's fast.
Want to thank some sponsors real quick?
Yep, we got Kim Davis Tyres. He's really great. He's really looking after us well. And Adelaide Track Refinishes, Steve Wicks Powder Coaters. They're really great to me.
If we don't tell anybody, can we show your Teltac in there real close and show what reading you got on that? Just to show the fans what's in the... I promise we won't tell everybody, all right? Just see if you get a shot. Just in top, just point that out for us, Darryl, where Teltachometer, which tells them how hard the motor revved. There it is right there, 7.7. Explain what that is for the fans.
That's in cruise mode, actually. We were pulling 9 grand in the earlier heat, so the boss man said, hey, let's do something about that.
Surfers Paradise in Queensland. Drew Crook. Up to go green. Endell on the outside here. Waiting for a start. Watch for shots outside third row. 10 laps the journey. Final qualifying heat. We are green. Marlin on the inside. Green on the outside. Look at Donny Shots. Oh, the American star right around the outside. Donny Shots up on the high line. Here comes Trevor Green. Green on the inside, can't make a stick. Drew Crook on the outside. 2 down, 8 to go, and Disbury is on fire. Donny Shots on the inside. Third now is Endell. And Shots goes after the South Aussie. The newcomer up against the hard charger. Oh, Drew Crook smacked the wall. Green right behind Endell and Reuter. 3 South Aussies running together. 6 laps to go, and here comes Shots. Drew Crook on the inside, can't make Reuter work. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, here is American Donny Shots. Oh, Trevor Green, half spins, gets back on the circuit. Crook moves up to try and go around him. Green's in all sorts of trouble. 4 to go. 4 laps left for Darren Disbury. Here comes Donny Shots right behind him. Shots on the bottom side. Disbury goes a little high. And Donny Shots is your leader. Endell back in third. In fourth it's Reuter. Fifth it's Green. Back to Crook. Back to Bartlett. And this race is 2 laps to be completed. Look at the time. Look at the lap times. 12.76. Have a look at this. 12.4. Unbelievable lap times. Checkered flag is coming out. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Donny Shots. Great drive. Second, Darren Disbury. Third will be Endell if he hangs on. Oh, Mark Reuter, Trevor Green and Drew Cruck.
Buried in the right firewall there, and we fly into turn number one. We look to go through wide through turn number one. We're down on the outside. We go through wide down the back chute for the junior sedans. Action of plenty here at Speedway City. Tuttle wants his share of the action as well. As they come out of turn number four, Tuttle very low down on the racetrack, and with that takes over the race lead. So Justin Tuttle is your race leader here on the circuit, as he did on the first one. Really just pumped it all up and said, come on guys and girls, try and catch me. So it's the 88 of Justin Tuttle for Greig engine reconditioning. Out in front, second is the 18 car of Nathan Brumfield. Just chopped off with a bit there was the 26 of Shannon Redette. Unfortunately there for Shannon, couldn't quite make the pass, but Shannon fights back again into turn number three and just blows Brumfield to the weeds, but Brumfield tries to fight back, so they come out of four. Side-by-side action here in the junior sedans. No love lost between each of these. They each really want to take out this event on the program. As you can see, the battle for second and third. That's where the action is. We've got Redette versus Brumfield. Just have a look at the 18 car. Nathan Brumfield there. As they run through turn number one. Tuttle's gone. He is just going for the fast time at the moment. One lap left remaining. Only one corner for Tuttle to negotiate. And he'll take 2 from 2 for Justin Tuttle. He takes over the race, wins. Shannon Redette very hard coming out of 4, but will take the victory. So Shannon Redette for second, third for Chadwick on the outside. Doesn't that car look a treat out there? The number 2 car, the flashing checkers, all their way down the side. But have a look at the other Chadwick in Brian Chadwick. Going the outside of Derek Bean. So what we are missing Michael Miller from this field as well, so I'm not sure what's happened to Michael. Must be terminal over there for the 36 car. Saw him pull up to a stop in turn number 3 whilst leading the opening event. But action at hand is Brett Chadwick, your race leader. Second at the present point in time is Brian Chadwick. Then comes the 27 of Derek Bean, followed by Edson, the 48 of Velots. But look out, here comes Ricky Mayolo. We've got a spinner and Derek Bean. Bean has spun coming out of turn number 2. Hopefully he won't bring on the yellows. He'll keep the engine running. And Chadwick for second. But have a look at the battle for third, fourth and beyond. We've got the 48 of Velots, Edson there as well, also Mayolo. Checker flag is out. A race victory goes to the GDR Mechanical South Australian number 2 of Brett Chadwick. Second across the line will be brother of Brian Chadwick. Then third will go to Morris Valance, followed by Peter Edson. Further back, Ricky Mayolo.
Coming to the line, Brooke going, oh! Not a good start by any means. Who thinks the Aussie Drew Cruck's going to do the job? We're green. Oh, look at Cruck on the outside. Burr holds it down low. Into turn 3, we run past the wall cam. Cruck hauling in behind Burr. One to go. Brad Burr looking very smooth indeed. And Brad Burr will have them covered in the World Wheel Shooter. So Brad Burr. Oh, Burr coming back to the outside. Burr on the outside, shots down the bottom. Here comes Brad Burr. Oh, he bounces out of the turn. Into turn 3 and 4. Shots is your leader. Burr running hard with him though. Wants to go forward to pole. And now, Donny Shots goes forward. Put your hands together for Donny Shots in car 15. Second will be Brad Burr. Waiting on a start, they look pretty well behaved. They come to the line, great start. Here they go into turn 1 and 2. Shots gets the high side. Here comes Max Dumpney back at him now. Into turn 3. Max on the bottom, shot up high, look at this! What a race! One down, one to go! And Max Stumsney is going to beat the American Donny Schatz! Come on, ladies and gentlemen, Max Stumsney! Second is Donny Schatz.
As we get set to embark on our B main, A main to come, 10,000 to win. There it is, Speedway fans. We're green. Gee, they hit the line together. Through mid-corner, Stephen Bell out accelerates. Andrew Shirley out of back straight away. We've had an enormous hit. That is Darren Disbury up and over a couple of different times. Got major damage to the car that I can see across the rear end. Tied up with Darryl Wright. Darryl Wright was in there also. He's got a little bit of damage and he backed the car into the wall. No big deal. But the car that I was hoping missed all that and got through on it was Skip Jackson, and yes, he has. So we've got Darren Disbury on his wheels.
I'll tell you something too about Stephen Bell, Jimmy. I was talking to him in the pits just prior to this event. He said it feels like someone's got him in a bear hug all the time. He has hurt his back in some way. And we're going to just use this event just to feel the first couple laps and see how he felt and see whether he would continue tonight. So what we're really hoping for here is that his back will be okay and he'll feel comfortable enough to race. So that's what we're waiting for with Stephen Bell. Unfortunately, Disbury...
Cars roll down there. Wayne Bunker and Skip Jackson on the second line. Third line of Darren Maggs and Tony Bartlett at the back, Craig van der Stel. But it's Andrew Shirley setting the rolling pace as we roll through three. Field now flows in. Stephen Bell and Andrew Shirley side by side. Once again, Stephen Bell out accelerated. Andrew Shirley now onto the back straight away. Stephen Bell over Andrew Shirley. Skip Jackson up into third. Wayne Bunker in fourth. Darren Maggs in fifth. Front straight away, the action. Through 1 and 2 down the back straight away now. Racing order unchanged. Stephen Bell opened up 10 car lengths over Andrew Shirley. On the exit of turn 4 now, Stephen Bell, Andrew Shirley, Skip Jackson, Wayne Bunker, Darren Maggs, Tony Bartlett and Craig van der Stel. That is our racing order. All the guys are that far apart. There's not a move on in sight. This is just a procession now down for the next 8 laps. We are 3 down, 7 left remaining. Stephen Bell has opened way up over Andrew Shirley, who's opened way up over Skip Jackson, who's opened way up over Wayne Bunker now. Onto the front straight away one more time. Stephen Bell really starting to work his car very well. He is showing no signs of slowing at this point in time due to any injury that he might have. Andrew Shirley just circulating. See, these guys know they've transferred up. They already know they've transferred up. So it's a matter of just going from the ride now. We're at half race distance, 5 down, 5 left remaining. And we've got Tony Bartlett and Craig van der Stel around in turn 2. Whoa, the two guys at the back of the field put it around straight away. What a fantastic innovation of Speedway racing. Because with all the equipment out there, keep the dirt out of it, etc., is fantastic. We're away. Stephen Bell went early. Andrew Shirley didn't go with him. Still runs in second place down the back straight away. Skip Jackson third. Wayne Bunker fourth. Onto the front straight away now. We have 4 laps left remaining in this B main field, and the racing order hasn't changed at all. Darren Maggs is looking to run the outside of Wayne Bunker, but that's back for positions 4 and 5 in the race. Nothing happening at the front of the field. Everything's still unchanged, but Darren Maggs is working over Wayne Bunker and goes to the outside of Bunker through 1 and 2. Darren Maggs has now put himself into the BA main field and relegated Wayne Bunker to the first reserve. Darren Maggs down the number 7 car out of Victoria. The only Victorian contracted driver has worked his way to the A main. Fantastic effort. We have 1 left remaining for our race leader, Stephen Bell, now turn 2 exit down the back straight away. He is only half a lap from home, Speedway fans. Now Stephen Bell out of 4 exits high. Comes down the straight away, greets a checkered flag. He's transferred through. Andrew Shirley will come out on second last line, as will Skip Jackson and Darren Maggs. That is our B main field. Very, very...
Have a look, Tuttle with Brumfield on the outside. We look for the green. We've got the green already from Peter Gunn. Our Clark, of course, down there. The man in the domino suit, the brightly red, white and blue NASA shirts. Very well put out there by the National Australia Association of Speedway Racing. Of course, the head of NASA here this evening, Chris Kingston. We welcome Chris to the Speedway City here this evening. as we see the future of our NASA drivers here in action in the Junior Sedans feature. Over 8 laps in duration. Your race leader at the moment is the 88 of Justin Tuttle. We've got one stop down there on the back straightaway. It looks like it's the 54 car of Jay Anderson. So bad luck there for Anderson. He will take no further part in this event. Oh, he's just got to fight up again now. So Jay just slowly crawling along. Hopefully he can get it fired up and come infield. Down low there in that nice and tacky part of the racetrack. Up high, the marbles are a little bit more adventurous, but Justin Tuttle, he takes the victory. Second across the line with the number 2 car. Sorry, with the 26 car of Shannon Redette.
Ladies and gentlemen, what about a round of applause for Max Stumsney? Starting right alongside him, what a race this is going to be as Max heads over to the presentation vehicles. Driving car number WA15 from the United States of America, from Minot, North Dakota. How about it for Donnie Schatz? Starting out at position number 3. We really want to hear you make some noise, everybody. Give these guys a big cheer. From Pleasanton, California. How about it for Brad Burr? Position number 4, setting K&N Airfielders quick time. He drives for Titan Garages. How about it for Drew Crock? All these drivers have frisbees to throw out shortly. Have a look at him. Always with the chicks, that bloke. Position number 5, ladies and gentlemen, driving the Shell Helix. Sid Chrome Tools, number 8, your 4-time defending World Series champ, Brooke Tatnall. From position number 6, former national sprint car and speed car champion, driving the Mildura Crane High, number 3, South Australia's Phil March. Going to be just a great race. The juniors are here as well. We'd like to bring the junior sedans out, the buddies, if they'd like to come out and jump in the utes as well. There is Drew Crock walking around. Out goes the frisbee. I think that was Mark Reuter. It went straight back on the track. That was good. Jimmy, how you feeling, mate? Who do you think's going to be the man to beat in this one?
I don't know, mate. I'm just, when you look across the front, you know, Max out of 1, Donnie Schatz out of 2, Brad Burr out of 3. You know, your race is going to come from there. Drew Crock out of 4, Brooke Tatnall move forward out of 5. If we get through cleanly, this is going to be a hell of a race. You know, it's going to come from Max and Donnie Schatz. I don't know. I'd have a stab in the dark. I'll have a go. I think Max is going to be the man.
Travelling Tatnall Fan Club, the Jarvis Ford pace vehicle, out in front, and here they come, getting set to line up 4 wide. And when they do, we want everybody up on your feet, making as much noise as you possibly can. Or if you're in a seated position, get your arms in the air, wave your programs, and carry on. The Richmond Heavy Towing, $10,000 to win main event, Jimmy. Give her heaps. Come on, everybody in the back straight away. Let's see you up on your feet. Everybody in turn 3 and 4, everyone down the back straight away. Come on, let's see you up on your feet. Now, main straight, let them have it with both barrels when they come by, all right? $10,000 to the winner. Come on, main straight away. Let's hear you out there. Over the hill, turn 1 and 2, and up again to that you either. Let's hear it. Hands in the air and make some noise.
wide.
Here we go. What do you reckon, race fans? Are you ready? $10,000. Let's get dirty for 30, everybody. Oh, here we go, Jimmy. 3 Hail Marys and past the ammunition. Dumpy gets the hole shot. Crack goes high. Gets hung out to dry. March. Oh, March leading right on Fur as they come off 4. 1 down. 29 to go. We got ourselves a race.
Max has covered.
Ruck back behind Tatnall now. Here comes Daryl Downing. He is putting together a blinder this weekend, Daryl Downing. Tatnall on the bottom with March. They come back to the main straight away. Look at the lead Max has got, Jimmy.
Over Donny Shots, Bradford, Phil Marsh, Brook Tatnall. Drew Cruck on the inside of Brook Tatnall. Challenging him all the way now and got him out of turn 4. Can you believe that? Drew Cruck has now driven up almost onto the tail of Phil March. But it's Max Dumpsey now, coming into lap traffic already. The first car he comes up on is Carl Endell. What is he going to do? He's got 10 car lengths over Donny Shots at this point in time. Carl Endell opens the door. Max slades the car underneath it, pulls it out of turn 4. A lap car now between Max Dumpsey and Donny Shots. Third Brad Fur, fourth Phil March, sixth is going to be Drew Cruck and Brook Tatnall.
Andrew Shirley on the infield. Jimmy has come off a couple of laps earlier. He's got problems as Royden gets shuffled back. Max is in traffic inside of 6 laps. Look at Bell. He's running with Mags and Jackson. And now Max Dumpney working the traffic. He's got to get it done. Shots is right behind him, prowling around behind. Look at March, Cruck and Tatnall. They are glued together. Shots is right behind Max again. He won't let him get too far away. Here we go into turn 3. Donny Shots right behind Dumpney. Back onto the main straight we come. 22 laps left in the $10,000 to win. Richmond Heavy Haulage round 7 of World Series, and Shots glued to the tail of Dumpney. Oh, the car's got out of shape coming off 4. Ruck bounces through the holes right behind March. Oh, what a battle for the lead, Jimmy. You get the feeling Shots is just sitting right there.
Max is fighting all the way through now on Darren Maggs. Donny Shots has shot the car underneath Darren Maggs now. He's still hanging with Max Dumpsey down the back straight away. We are 19 left remaining, Speedway fans. 19 left remaining now. Max Dumpsey out of turn 4. Still behind him, Donny Shots back to Drew Cruck is through on Brad Fur. Can you believe that? We got the Cruckmeister up in a 3rd position. He's through on Brad Fur. Back to Brook Tatnall and Phil March still racing in close conditions. However,
Drew Cruck is into the wall. It's all over.
Can you believe it? It's over. He's got a stuck accelerator throttle. The car has now come to a stop, but it bounced for 50 yards down the wall, nosed into the wall, and he couldn't shut it down.
Look on.
Can you believe this?
The look on his mum and dad's face said it absolutely perfectly just then.
I know.
I got to tell you, we have been waiting for Drew Cruck to come of age. He's out of the car, folks. What about a round of applause for the little guy? He has been unstoppable this weekend. Oh, he's just so close to getting that elusive big result. He's just so close to it. We're hearing word that flat right rear tyre for Cameron Gessner in that blue number 68, the Tri-Steel Viper.
That's it, he's out.
That will be a crushing blow for him. How about Daryl Downing? That's a big job from DD.
Yeah, running inside the top 10.
Marchie sitting in 30 as a live wire. Don't ever write Phil March off.
And to use the words of Wade Ornger, dope.
Yeah, it wasn't my doll. That's the best part about it. You know, whoever that guy was, he had got out of shape. It's not his fault. It's not my fault. I was going fast. I don't care. I was getting off the gas for no one.
Man, you were going fast. You're on the hoe.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just chasing that yellow thing, just trying to get that other yellow thing. But I found another yellow thing, so whatever. Have a good night.
There you go, the charismatic Drew Cruck. Put your hands together, race fans.
Chasing the yellow back into Downing, Green, Smith, Jensen and Jackson as we get set. Lights are out. Dumpty wants 10 grand. Here we go. We're Green or Downing. Almost ran over the witch's hat. He's got a problem. Daryl Downing's got a big problem. I think he's got a flat right front tyre or something. The car laid right over in the right front. He's got drama. I think it's a flat or it's a broken shock or something, but the car is not handling at all well. Look at Max. He streaks away to an advantage once more. Shots in second. Jensen downing as they go into 3 and 4. Skip Jackson on the bottom, Jensen way up high. 16 and a half laps to go. And Max is going to catch traffic inside the next couple laps. And I wonder how Stephen Bell's back is holding up as Brooke comes after March.
Brooke now on the inside of March. He fights back. We're at half race distance now. Oh, they've touched wheels. Oh, unbelievable. They've touched wheels on the way through. Phil March now through, coming up onto the tail of Brad Burr. That would put Phil March in 1, 2, 3, 4th position. Brooke Tatnell is 5th. Trevor Green is 6th. Gary Smith is 7th. Hasn't he moved through the pack?
Yes, and he'll do so as the track continues to dry out. There's 14 to go. Bell is about to go a lap down. He's battling with Endell, so Max has not got a happy picture in front of him as Monty almost spins. Well, here comes the traffic. We knew it would come, and Max gets a beautiful run. The American cops the short back and sides. Look where the main wing is set on Schatz' car. He has pulled that back. Look at that. Right through the middle. But Max has got an advantage open right up for him now. March still in the 3rd and 4th spot because Ferrer is just ahead. And look at the break Max has got now, Jimmy.
Onto the front straight away out of turn 4, Max Stubbs.
Oh, no!
To run.
March in
and
trouble.
Phil March.
Oh!
And they've cleaned it up themselves, but we went orange. Oh, he was tied up with Luch Monty, and they were locked together, slowing to the fence. And here's Phil March, has turned the car around. What happened there? The car was rolling. They pulled it out of 4. He ran it down the straight, and the thing stalled on him in turn 1.
Something must be
under a yellow.
The steering must be something wrong with the steering because to turn hard right like that
At idling condition.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it looks as though the front right wheel is laying over from where I sit. Maybe he's broken a steering arm on the car. I can't see the left-hand side of the car. We pick it up of another camera.
Well, once again, where you have to wonder, is this playing into Max's hands? Is the yellows come on, they bring all the lap cars to the rear, and it now frees up the track in front of Max again. Now notice where Donny Schatz has got his main wing set, everybody. And what he's trying to do is keep the car tight. He's got the wing set well further back. These guys have hydraulic wing adjusters. They can change the angle of the wing while they roll around under yellow. On dash, it's now almost a heat race. Just under a grand a lap, folks. Here we go. Brooke Tatnell on the bottom of Brad Burr as they come out of do it. Didn't work. Oh, Skip in trouble again.
No. Spun it onto the infield. That will bring on a caution on the Speedway once again. And Skip will be restarted. Now comes off the back of the pack.
Here they go. They pick up the pace. Everybody joining back up the freight train. Max, one of the tyres still operating the way he wants it. We're green. He's back on it. Schatz is going to throw everything at him in the next couple laps. They'll get to traffic just at the wrong time for a race conclusion. Brooke going after Burr once more. Danny Smith going after Green. Max getting hauled in by Schatz now. Here comes Donny Schatz. In 1 and 2 he looked really smart. Max running above that rut that's forming in 3 and 4. The lead duo have dropped away the battle for 4th now. What can he do? Jimmy Shone, what can he do? There's 9 to go.
9 to go now. Max Dumpsey on the front straight away. Donny Schatz, Brad Burr, Brooke Tatnell. Back to Trevor Green, Danny Smith, Darryl Downey, Darren Jensen, Darren Maggs, Mark Reuter, Stephen Bell, Luch Monty, and at the tail of the field, Carl Endell, of which Max Dumpsey is nearly on him.
Max made a bit of a
Dumpsey
mistake there. It was a little bit too high. Look, you can see the tyre tracks, and as a result, Schatz is right there. Jimmy, they're going to catch traffic with about 5 to go, and that's not what Max needs.
It's not, but if he gets a clear run on Carl Endell, who's opened the door for him before in this race, Max could run it through. This could pan in Max's favour to put a lap car between himself and Donny Schatz. Now out of turn 4, one more time, 6 left remaining now. Donny Schatz is right onto the tail of Max Dumpsey. Endell is holding up Max.
Here we go.
Here
Jimmy's
comes the racer
close.
in Max. Max is not going to give up. He will get that car in there and will dispense with Carl Endell very, very quickly. There he is under Endell, and Donny Schatz goes with him on the exit of 2. The 2 cars now run down the back straight away. They are looking at the lap car now, I think, of Luch Monty. Max Dumpsey takes him on the outside. Donny Schatz still on him. We only have 4 left remaining. Brad Burr now works the lap traffic also. Our 3 cars now are on the racetrack on their own. 3 left from remaining for Max onto the front straight away. Donny Shot still runs in second place. Only a couple of car lengths separates them. Max now gasses that Valvoline car hard down the back straight away. Donny Shot, Bradford going with him. He comes out of turn 4 front straight away. 2 laps left remaining. Max Dunsey, Donny Shot, Bradford. Brooke Tutnell running back in 4. I've got to tell you, here comes the pressure. Donny Shot's really putting it on Max. And he's looking on the outside.
Here he comes. There's 1 lap to go, and Donny Schatz is coming. They're right behind Reuter. Donny Schatz will go the high side here coming out of this turn. Furr is right there as well. Here comes Schatz. He's on the bottom with Max. He almost spins. Max stumps and he wins $10,000. Oh, Schatz was right there and so was Furr. Oh, how good is this, folks? Fireworks going off big time. Well, if you're not already on your feet, ladies and gentlemen, why don't you do it now? Here he is. Max Stumsney wins $10,000.
Look at the crowd erupt here, will you? Look at them go. Come on, Speedway fans. Rise out of your seat and give it to the man who won the race. Can I pick him or what?
Thank you very much, Jimmy. Did you enjoy that, folks? How good was that? We hope you've enjoyed the giant screen and all of the action that these amazing drivers have turned on for you this weekend. I'll really have to say a big thank you to Wendy Turner and Bob Sincock from Speedway City. They put $10,000 of basically their own money up to win this race. Why don't you put your hands together for everybody from Speedway City for a great race. 3rd place tonight, ladies and gentlemen, from Pleasanton in California, a great drive in the San Mita car, Brad Furr. He's getting used to kissing these trophy girls. He's been very, very exciting. Mate, that was close. You were coming.
Yeah, we were catching kind of them, I think, in the end, but my guys wanted to go a little bit tighter on the car, and I should have let them.
Oh, well, you get that. It was every time you've been that much closer to that main event win.
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely getting better and working together as a team, and, you know, I just want to thank Buzzy and Rod and my dad. They all worked, you know, real hard, as always, and, you know, to get us here, I just did the easy part.
Well done, Brad. Congratulations. 2nd place tonight. Didn't he push very, very hard? 2nd in the series at the moment. How about it for Donny Schatz, everybody? Yeah, take him if you can get him. Mate, that was close. Would you have preferred a couple more laps?
No, it wasn't going to matter. We weren't going to get Max. We pretty well sucked. So that's how she finished. Max was really good, and I guess winning is good. Running second's kind of like winning tonight. He was awful good, and the whole team just worked real hard to get us here. We're just lucky to come out of here second. We didn't know if we was even going to have a motor to run tonight, so we're going to be pretty fortunate for that.
Donny, did you pull the main wing back a little bit during that event? You seemed that the wing went back.
Yeah, I always do. I guess that's the way I've learned to race. In the last year, I've probably driven for the hardest guy in the world there is to drive for, and he's convinced me that thing don't work unless you get the wing in the trunk, and that's pretty much where I have it all the time. And it's awful hard to drive, but if you get it right, I'll tell you what, it's awesome fast. It just wasn't tonight.
Well done, Donny.
Thank you.
Donny Schatz, everybody, a true champion and taking it right on the chin. And ladies and gentlemen, $10,000 goes to Max Stumsney. Girls, would you like to give me his trophy? Hang on tight. Got all 4 of you can give him a kiss if you like. I'm sure he'd enjoy these. Oh, look out, they're all over him now. His wife will say, what's this blue hair in your race suit? Max, when I'll just hold that up for a second, we'll get a quick shot for everybody. Hold that up nice and high. $10,000. There's your winner. How about it, everybody? Max, every time you come up to traffic, you seem to get a yellow light. Did that help?
Actually, in the second last one, it didn't help. I just passed 3 cars and got it pretty good. Thinking this is all right. I probably spaced myself a little bit, then the yellow came out, but it did help towards the end because the slower cars were getting a little faster and we weren't catching them as fast. And with 12 to go, we only caught a couple of.
What a show this anyway. Okay, mate. 10 grand, fireworks. They really do it well.
Fantastic. Wendy does a great job here all the time. Congratulations to her. She deserves to get a good crowd, and thanks everybody for coming. It made up for the last show we were here. It sort of turned out on a little bit of a sour note when it rained just at the start of the feature, but I think tonight made up for it. And thanks a lot to Valvoline, all the guys. Mouse did a great job. The car was awesome. Hoosier Tyres were doing a great job, and congratulations to Donnie and Brad. They did a good job. I'm just glad I finished in front of you.
Ladies and gentlemen, what about a round of applause for your place getters? It's now champagne time. Now, if we could just say to the guys not to shower the back of the screen, that would be really good. So congratulations to them all. Jimmy Shone, on behalf of everybody at World Series Sprint Cars, please come into the pits. Please come up and say good day to these drivers and tell them you appreciate what they are doing and the thrills they're putting on. On behalf of us all at World Series, we'll head up to Jimmy Shone for the AMCA feature.
Thanks very much, Wade. Lee Hanacek joins us up in central commentary for the AMCA feature. Guys, at the end of the night, don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, the invitation is extended to you all to come down to pit lane and have a look at us. Don't forget the Speedway Star Specials on your way out.
Yes, Jimmy, that's correct. Yes, Jimmy, Speedway Star Specials, don't forget them. But first up, we've got the AMCA feature. Hang on, folks, just watch for the champagne down, about to flow. The girls are about to bolt. No, they haven't got away quick enough. And the champagne is flowing down there in the World Series podium. The Rutt girls with the lovely blue hair are getting soaked, as well as the Titan chicks down there on the World Series podium. Congratulations once again to Max Dumsney, Donnie Schatz, and Bradford. What a finish that one was. The lights are out. We'll get a green light this time around. Being to lead them in, Maiolo on the outside. We look for the green. We've got the green already from Peter Gunn. Sprintcarworld.com.au, the place to be. But Ricky Maiolo, he has jumped out to a 5 or 6 car length lead over the rest of the field at the moment. Derek Bean trying to hold on to second position. But the number 7 of David Harding has other ideas. He just moves on through on the outside of him. Bean fights back down the back straightaway. So they're going door handle to door handle in this the AMCA feature race. As Maiolo comes out of turn number 2. Here comes the rest of the pack, and look out, here come the Chadwick boys. 3 wide down the back straightaway, if you don't mind. We've got Chadwick versus Chadwick. And on the outside of them two, we've got the 7 of David Harding. That's the one red down the back straightaway. Now coming out of 2 the next time around is Brian Chadwick leading Brett Chadwick. Now Brett looks to the outside through 3 and 4. He's just watched the sprint cars use that highlight to perfection. Now he wants to try and get up on the mountain. The race leader is still Maiolo. Second is Bean. Then is Maris Velots. And running out the top 5 is the 2 Chadwick boys. Maiolo crosses the stripe this time around. 8 laps left on the counter for the Paul Gawler Off-Road Hire Park and also Smithfield Crash Repairs pilot. The driver of car number 21 leading the way in Ricky Maiolo. Doing it very, well, I did say doing it very comfortably out in front. There was a few hearts out there, jump a beat or two as Ricky copped the rut coming out of turn number 4 and pushed straight up towards the fence. Luckily kept it all together and still a comfortable leader out in front. So after a flat tyre in the opening event of this evening, Ricky Maiolo is trying to make amends here, as is Brett Chadwick, who's moved up in a 3rd position now and looking to go onto the back of the 27 Serco Adelaide Independent Bandag of Derek Bean.